Alright, so like I said in my Venus retrograde video, I was gonna make another video. So, in this one, I'm not gonna be able to bring up all my material because I have it written down somewhere, but this one's gonna be about the mottos that I've come up with and that I live by, up to date. And just to kick it off, like, to me, what a motto is, it's not something that you just read on fucking Facebook somewhere and then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense, that sounds cool, whatever. Like, to me, a motto is something that, for me personally, it's something that I experience. It's a perspective, it's a philosophy, and it's something that you use. Um, it's something that to where you're in a situation, and for me, I use my mottos almost as a mantra, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm using the word wrong, mantra, but it kind of puts me into a zone to where it's a balance point. Um, so I mean, like, for instance, if my room looks like a mess, one of my motto is, even when I'm packing things to go somewhere, extra baggage just makes a mess. That's one of my mottos, and whenever I see that my room's a mess, there's obviously, in my opinion, there's extra baggage. There's things I don't need in here. There's trash somewhere I could just be thrown away. There's fucking... It just keeps what I need in life present, and I just kind of get rid of everything else that's making a mess. And same thing I apply when I'm packing or I'm traveling somewhere. I like to pack light. I like to pack just the necessities. Otherwise, I just have a bunch of other crap getting in the way. And yeah, it makes a mess. Another motto of mine is some of them I have and I can't exactly explain them too well, and there's some that I'm still trying to make. But one of them is try relevance. Something that I say when I feel that I'm getting too involved in something that's not me. Um, Whether it be something that someone's talking about or me just getting caught up in something that doesn't really need to be worried about or concerned about. So, I mean, it's pretty much me trying to just stay in my own shoes as much as possible. So it's like, like you could get, or I myself, I could get um, like for instance, just today, I heard there was gonna be a Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5, and I was like, oh my god, this is freaking awesome. But I just looked at some gameplay videos, and I was like, I started having my own opinion on it. And I was like, it doesn't look too good. The developers are different. The game looks different. It's sluggish. It doesn't remind me of what I knew Tony Hawk Pro Skater as. Even though the formula's still there, so it's still Tony Hawk Pro Skater, but because it's made by different people, it kind of comes out different. It's almost like a cover band in a way, and there's a matter out there, and my thoughts, I get thoughts about it, and I just kind of get involved in something that's not even relevant with my life, and it's not my game, it's not my work to criticize, to worry about. So I just kind of say try relevance, and it just puts me back into my own shoes, puts me back into my own clear state of mind, to where it's like, okay, why worry about this when I have other things else to do that I need to do for myself, whether it making a badge, whether it making whatever. I mean, I'm pretty much an artist of many crafts, so that kind of, like, when I'm in my own shoes, I'm like, okay, this is what I could do around the house, or this is what I could do for myself, instead of worrying about something else that's irrelevant to me. That's why I say try relevance, because whatever's relevant to me is what I need to be trying. Um, and I just kind of let things. Moving on to my next motto is take it for what it is. So it's, after I'm packing my own shoes, I kind of let whatever's out there be whatever it is. So taking it for what it is and just letting it be itself, basically. Um, Instead of me having to think about it and getting involved with it and trying to have my own input on it, when the only input that I need is what I give out. and my own criticism to it and what I can tell about my own work. That's the only input that I feel that I should be ever having. Um, but let's see, moving on. What's another one? I have a bunch. I have them written down somewhere. And you can't sum everything up when you're just trying to talk about it or give an example. It's always in the experience. But damn, I don't want to go on the internet because it's gonna take forever. But let me think. Let me think. I don't know. My mind's drawing blanks. But I guess I'll make a part 2 of this. I have to check up on my other mottos that I have. So until part 2. Peace. Oops, keep forgetting it's this one. So yeah, carrying on to my other mottos. Yeah. Another one I use is when the time comes. Alright, so this one, it keeps me in the now. And it kind of eliminates me from making plans, or if somebody's like, for instance, like, oh, you should make this kind of patch, or it'd be cool if you made this kind of patch. I'll be like, well, I'll just put it on the menu, and when the time comes, we'll see it. So it's like, I'm not promising you that I'm gonna do it, or that we could do it right now, because if I say that, then it's like, okay, now I gotta go do it. And I just kind of like use that when the time comes, when I'm not feeling like doing something, and when other people have ideas for me to do something for them. I was like, well, we'll get into the topic, and I'll say, well, when the time comes, we'll see. And I pretty much use that for many other things as well, like just anything that's generally instead of me saying, yeah, I will do this, or let's make a plan to go do something, or this, like, we should do this, or maybe I miss somebody, talking to them or seeing them while they're in town, and then we're like, okay, well, yeah, we'll see each other next time we come through. And I'll just say, when the time comes, we'll see when it happens, for the most part. Instead of getting involved in things that we aren't really certain about. And then another one of mine is, if you can't find it, create it. And I've had a lot of experience with this one. This is like when I'm looking for something, or some kind of information on the internet, or somebody out there who has like the same outlooks or perspectives that I do, and I can't find it. It's, if I don't create it, then it's never going to be out there. If it wasn't for somebody else creating it, it wouldn't have been out there. So, like, when there's things out there that we can't find, it's a part of our fault as well that it's not out there, even though we have the knowledge and material for it. So whatever I'm looking for, I like to portray it, and I like to put it out there. And for the other people that do it also, it makes it all the better, because then we can connect off of that in a way. Off of our similar creations, or videos, or topics, or matters, whatever we are putting out to the world that we wish to find information about. And I even kind of find myself doing that for video games, because there's not a lot of people who play certain games that I kind of take more into a deeper level, and I like to portray the knowledge out there, or my twist on it, just to, just in case I was somebody else and I was looking for information and I couldn't find it, then it's like, okay, there it is, because I put it out there, and I can even find it out there for myself. I don't know if that made sense. I kind of put everything twisted, but that's pretty much the point. If you can't find it, create it. If you can. I mean, There's some things that we can't create that we can't find. But yeah. I think that's pretty much it. I do have a bunch more, like experience is my teacher. Um, Preparation is knowing better. Um, Energy and form is another one. That's like an astrological one for me. And then there's a couple other ones that I have too, but yeah, those are like the main ones that I use for myself to keep me in a neutral mindset in the way that I see things and the way that I feel that I can be um, as honest as I possibly can with somebody without breaking plans or promises. Well, I guess that's kind of another, well, it's more of a perspective or a view, is that plans are promises, and promises can be broken, plans can be broken as well. um, which is why I don't promise or I don't plan anything. And that relates back to when the time comes. um, so yeah, those are pretty much ones that I use most frequently. So I guess till my next video. Yeah, later.